Yes, hello everybody, this is Ray from Raised United, and I'm back, people. I'm back. I'm so happy I'm back in my studio doing some recorded videos for you because listen, it's been a while since I've done any recorded video, and I thought, you know what? This is the time for me to do it. Listen, got some news for you, obviously, and I want you to pay attention, of course, and while you're paying attention, digest this information because the information flow from the PyCore team is few and far in between. So when you get these types of messages or information from me, you need to obviously savor it and do not take it for granted because it's few and far in between. Trust me. Anyway, without further ado, you know what to do. Smash that like button, people. Smash the subscriber button, of course. Become a member. Let's watch this channel grow. We've gone past 50,300. So we are on an upward trajectory for this channel. And of course, share the content. It's so important that you share the content because we want to go we want to go really far with this channel. Thanks to your help, of course, and with your help. Of course, when I come back, it's all. All right, I'm back. I'm back with this breaking news. Yes, so before I do that, obviously you're all welcome. Of course, you're welcome. So just smash the like button and smash the subscriber button, become a member, share the content. Let's put this channel grow. I'll keep doing this because it's very, very, very important. Okay, let's hope the internet also holds while I'm recording. Otherwise, there will be some breakages in the or some lost frames and stuff, and we don't want that, right? We don't want that. All right. So right now, lots have happened ever since the so-called open network was launched. I've done so many other videos, some of which are not really your cup of tea, and a few of which you guys liked. And yeah, this is what this channel is all about, or that's what this channel is all about, to give you information that you need and information that you deserve. And I told you, I will not give you information that is extremely negative. When I say extremely negative, like something that would bring the morale of the Pioneer or Pi community to its lowest. I can't do that. However, I'll also not just give you some wishful thinking information because that is also not what it is. Do you know what I mean? So this channel is all about giving you information, the breaking news, which you can see right here. Obviously, you can see it right there. Yep, that's it. And yeah, it's whether or not you weigh it as breaking news, it doesn't matter to me. It is breaking news. So I am going to tell you, obviously. But before that, let me delve into something that I think you guys might be interested in, which is obviously this. Let me remove the breaking news from there. And obviously, please smash that like button, of course, smash the subscriber button, become a member. Let's put this channel grow. And once again, I thank you for being here. So let's do this. All right. Now, let me just go there and check. Okay. So you look on your screen. Since Pi 2 Day, this is the information that we've had. We've had on Pi just before Pi 2 Day, we had this one which says we celebrate Pi 2 Day 2025 with the ecosystem challenge on Pi network. We all know what that ecosystem challenge is. And then, of course, we had this AI-powered Pi App Studio ecosystem directory staking and more. To be honest, up till now, I still haven't seen the effectiveness of it. But hey, let's see what that's all about. But I know it was to perpetuate people having to stake their Pi and all of that and so on. But let's see where that one goes. It's a bit dynamic. It's a bit flexible, so people could do that. And then there is the recap of the 2025 Pi 2 Day, of course, including the Pi 2 Day 2025 Ecosystem Challenge, which ran between 28th of June and the 7th of July. And of course, on the 1st of August, we had pioneers being reminded to set their lockups to boost mining rates. Now, this has become a bit of an issue because a lot of pioneers don't know that if you don't want to lock up your Pi before it's migrated, what you need to do, or before the lockup comes to an end, you would have to uncheck it. So if you don't uncheck it on the lockup configuration, it would automatically lock it up for another 3 years. And you don't want that. It will lock 100% for 3 years. So you need to check that up and check it up and make sure you untick it. Untick. Once you untick, you can do it manually yourself. Otherwise, you say, oh, I didn't lock up my Pi. I didn't deliberately do it, but it's done automatically. It's also doing it to protect you. So at times, it's done that way. 2 weeks later, the Pi Hackathon 2025 was launched. They said it's to enhance Pi utility in the open network era. So that is actually the first Pi Hackathon since the open network was launched. Obviously, recent times, it was the announcement was made and the official launch had happened. So this was announced by the Pi core team. Now, I'm looking at these and I'm saying, okay, it's all good. You know, we've got some news, albeit few and far in between, because it's not real news. A lot of people are a bit frustrated by that. So I kept digging and digging, and I've been told something, which is, of course, the breaking news that I have for you lot. So you need to pay attention and digest it. So this breaking news. So first and foremost, I asked my source. Obviously, nobody's going to know who my source is ever, but I asked my source. So what's happening with them? What's happening with the Pi founders? What's happening with the Pi core team? And this is what I was told. So I was told that the Pi core team are preparing for the second migration. They are preparing for the second migration. Now, I've said this repetitively. I've told you when the second migration could happen. But this is breaking news to me because, to be honest, I haven't heard a lot about the, what's it called? The mainnet migration or second migration, of course. What I hear is that this mainnet migration, which is, for all intents and purposes, the first migration, we don't call it first migration, we call it migration, would happen securely until about 99% of pioneers as at that time are migrated. So that has always been the case. However, it's like a timeline being set. The projections are that the Pi core team expects about 99% of the eligible pioneers to have been KYC'd and migrated by the end of 2025. If that happens, then immediately, almost automatically, we would have to go into the second migration. However, there is still a timeline. The timeline is whether or not we get to that 99% by the end of this year, 2025, we will go into the second migration, which will be launched, and that will be much more straightforward because if you've already been migrated for the first time round, it means you've been security checked rigorously, of course, which means that the second migration will just be a straightforward thing, not too rigorous as the first migration is at the moment. So that will be a lot more straightforward, and you would receive, let me tell you what you're going to receive. So you receive your unverified Pi, which includes Pi that's contributed by your referrals and your security circle. You would also receive your validation rewards, of course, which is what everybody wants. So many people have validated people, whether it's successful or not remains to be seen. And so that's what the Pi core team is looking at. So you have the contributions from your referrals and your security circle, and of course, your own contribution in the validation towards pioneers getting KYC, then eventually getting migrated. So all these would happen or should happen by the first quarter, which is Q1 of 2026. The announcement obviously will be made subsequently after or during the time when this year draws to a conclusion. So you would normally have that hint or a breaking news by the end of December, and then we would have a concrete news during January for there to be a proper confirmation as to when second migration would take effect. So that's what we've all been waiting for, right? Now, this I can tell you is concrete, very concrete. And that's why in the caption, I try not to put second migration there because people would think, oh, same old, same old. But this is quite concrete. Listen, good news or not so good news, same old news or not so same old news. Listen, you watch BBC, CNN, they repeat the news like a lot because at the end of the day, they're trying to be emphatic about the news. And sometimes a reiteration that such and such is what's going to happen. Because if I did this video once previously, that would be it. And then you guys would just forget about it. But we live in a social media world where things trend within 24 hours after that, there's another news. So I need to remind you, but this is not even a reminder. This is a concrete information that was given to me just before. This is about 15 minutes before I go on live. So you would actually see the live show. You would have seen the live show, me wearing the same clothes. And then, of course, you would see that I've just recorded this video. So let me know what you think about this information and obviously this news. If you like it, great. If you don't, let me know why you don't. Because at the end of the day, listen, like I said, I'm trying to bring positivity into the Pi community. And at times when I see what is the obvious, I'll let you know. Do you understand? Listen, smash the like button where you're at. Of course, subscribe to the channel. And also, thank you so much for being here because, listen, without you, none of this is going to happen. Okay? Take care of yourselves, people. My name is Ray. Channel is Race United. And the word is peace. And I love you all. And please tell me which content you want me to do. It's very important. I'll vet it and I'll try and do it. Take care of yourself. Race United.